So, y'all, things got messy when Kirk, the conservative activist, decided to go after none other than Beyoncé. Can you believe it? He straight up said her music is awful, unlistenable, just noise, and even disgusting. Like, he didn't just say she wasn't his type of artist, he trashed her completely, and that hit a nerve with a lot of people. Beyoncé isn't just some random singer, she's one of the biggest pop stars in the entire world. And when you come for Queen Bey, you already know the Beyhive is not going to stay quiet. But this isn't just about Beyoncé's music. A lot of folks are saying Kirk's rant shows a bigger pattern in the way he talks. They point out that he often saves his harshest words for women, people of color, and other marginalized groups. So when he dragged Beyoncé, many people saw it as just another example of the way he tears down voices that don't look like him or agree with his politics. It's not just about music, it's about respect, representation, and who gets targeted the most. And let's be real, this wider conversation about Kirk is not new. People have been saying for a while that he played a big role in fueling the kind of anger and division we see all over the country today. Some say he didn't just add to the fire, he poured gasoline on it and then made a career off of stirring that rage. So now his words about Beyoncé are being connected to a legacy of comments and actions that many people feel have been toxic and harmful. One of the biggest examples people bring up is how Kirk talked about powerful black women. He literally called Joy Reid, Michelle Obama, Sheila Jackson Lee, and Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson affirmative action picks. He even went so far as to say that they don't have the brain processing power to be taken seriously. Like, he claimed they had to steal a white person's slot to even be considered successful. Those words shocked a lot of people, especially since all of these women went to top schools like Harvard, Princeton, and Yale. Critics say it's not just offensive, it's flat-out disrespectful to their achievements. But that wasn't the only controversy linked to Kirk. He also made some shocking comments about gun rights that still have people talking. Instead of saying gun deaths should be reduced at all costs, Kirk actually argued that having some gun deaths every year was worth it if it meant protecting the Second Amendment. He called it a prudent deal, basically saying it was rational to accept lives lost in order to keep what he described as God-given rights. A lot of people found that disturbing because most leaders push for fewer tragedies, not saying they're a price worth paying. Then came the moment that no one expected. At an outdoor event at Utah Valley University, Kirk was speaking in front of a crowd of about 3,000 people. It was supposed to be the start of a big nationwide tour with at least 15 stops planned by Turning Point USA, the conservative group he co-founded. But right in the middle of taking questions, the whole scene turned terrifying. Witnesses said Kirk suddenly grabbed his neck and collapsed from his chair, with blood pouring from the wound. Panic hit the crowd, and people ran for safety as the shocking moment unfolded in front of them. Reports later revealed that the shot came from the Lucy Center, around 140 yards away, which is easily within the range of many rifles. Drone footage even showed a section of the roof taped off by police. All of it pointed to one thing: the hit was carried out by a professional. He was rushed to the hospital, but he didn't make it. For many people, it felt like something straight out of a movie, only this time it was painfully real. Not long after, Donald Trump himself responded. He posted online, calling Kirk not just a friend, but great, and even legendary. Then he released a video from the White House where he went even further, saying Kirk was a martyr for truth and freedom. Trump blamed the rhetoric of the radical left for what happened, pointing the finger at political enemies instead of focusing only on the loss. Utah's governor, Spencer Cox, also called it a political assassination and warned about how dangerous the state of national discourse has become. After the tragedy, people didn't just stop at remembering the shocking way Charlie Kirk's life ended. Online, his past words and actions quickly resurfaced, and they painted a picture that many found hard to ignore. Old clips and quotes began circulating again, showing him making bold and offensive comments about race, gender, immigration, and even religion. His words about black pilots, his criticism of Martin Luther King Jr., and his takes on feminism and Islam all came rushing back into the spotlight. For critics, it felt like proof that the way he talked about Beyoncé wasn't some one-time rant. It was part of a long history of targeting people he didn't agree with. But while many piled on with criticism, others came forward to defend him. Comedian Terran K. Williams was one of the loudest voices pushing back. He posted online that Charlie Kirk wasn't the hateful person people were trying to make him out to be. Williams shared that Kirk had once helped hundreds of young black people get the chance to visit the White House back in 2019, even covering flights and hotels for many of them so they wouldn't miss out. To him, that was proof that Kirk wasn't motivated by hate, but by giving opportunities to those who might not otherwise have had them. And so the arguments grew louder. On one side, people said his legacy was dripping with bigotry and harmful rhetoric. On the other, his defenders painted him as someone who simply refused to filter his opinions, even when they were controversial. Was he a fearless truth-teller or just another loud voice hiding prejudice behind hot takes? The fight over Charlie Kirk's reputation has only gotten messier since his death. And the debate is far from over. Because now another revelation is starting to surface that could change how people see him all over again. Stay glued, like, share, and subscribe for more juicy celebrity news.